host, DarkwingDubb.
Yo. Welcome to another episode of No Cap featuring your boy, DarkwingDubb. And I'm back with another one. I am going to stray away from the politics. I've said enough. I've said all I needed to say about the politics side of everything. So I'm gonna stay away from that for a little bit, but it won't be. I will. There will be other times for me to talk about it. I think now is the time just to back off of it just a tiny bit and talk about some stuff that I actually like talking about: professional wrestling and sports. So to get back on that train, first off, I want to say I know it's the end of February, and we haven't really talked about it. Happy Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is what you see. This is my logo tied to Black History Month. And these are some of my more influential Black Americans that have influenced me. You know what I'm saying? We got Martin Luther King. You know, we got Malcolm X. We got Fred Hampton. You know, we got Madam C.J. Walker. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have hair care. You know what I'm saying? Malcolm X and Martin Luther King played a pivotal role in civil rights. And of course, we got none other than Fred Hampton. He's on there twice, bruh. On there twice. But Fred Hampton, OG Chicago, you know what I'm saying? He Rainbow Coalition, like he brought everybody together to help every community. So y'all, tomorrow we'll be doing the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. Will be doing a Black History Month live based on professional wrestling, amongst other things, in Black history. But another picture that was supposed to be up there, but I don't know why I didn't make it up there, was Huey P. Newton, the founder of the Black Panther Party. You know what I'm saying? So happy Black History Month, and tomorrow I'll be on the lookout for a Black History Month live from the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. Now, to get into what I want to talk about, as we know, your boy, first off, we're going pro wrestling today. We're going pro wrestling today because I think this is something very important that has happened in this month. So, as we all know, AJ Styles retired at the Royal Rumble. He got retired by Gunther, and that was supposed to be it, right? Which, you know, we all saw it coming. He said he wanted to retire in 2026. He didn't say when in 2026. He just said he wanted to retire in 2026. So, now that 2026 is here, he chose the Royal Rumble. I will get into why he chose the Royal Rumble, but so AJ Styles. But what we did see though is at the end of the match, he teased putting those gloves down, and he was like, "Nah." Gave a lot of people a lot of talking points, But this is what we got. So we recently, recently Carl Anderson gets on there and basically reveals what AJ's told him. AJ's in a lot of pain. My neck is hurting too bad. I'm beat up. It's time. I want to help the next generation of stars in WWE. And then Carl Anderson goes, well, I didn't really believe it. So I just kept talking on my podcast about how you were not going to retire. You were going to go here and you were going to go there. And now I got to eat a lot of crow. So ladies and gentlemen, fans of the Talking Shop, which is the name of the podcast, is my esteemed honor to humbly apologize for giving anybody false hope that AJ Styles was not going to retire. Clearly, I was wrong. So he had, after he didn't put them gloves down, he had even some of his best friends believing that he was going to go to TNA, he was going to go to Japan, he was going to go to AEW. But they were wrong. And he even apologized for being wrong for giving false hope. And there's a lot of people in the IWC that should apologize for giving certain individuals false hope that AJ Styles was going to go here, there, somewhere else. And when in fact that he's done. There's nothing wrong with that. He's done. I mean, John Cena's done. We didn't expect him to show up in AEW, TNA, or whatever. He's done. And he's already said it. He's a man of his word. He's done. And then he says this. It was coming back from an injury to WrestleMania to a match that, to me, didn't have much of a build. WrestleMania, I'm sorry to say, used to be the most prestigious PLE, but to me, it's kind of lost its luster a little bit. And as far as the Royal Rumble, that's special to me because that's where I made my debut. To be able to end where I started is poetic. So now we know why he chose the Royal Rumble. To be able to end where he started, that meant something to him. And since he already stated that 2026 is going to be his last year, why not do it where he started at? I get it. There's a whole, there's still another 11 months left because Royal Rumble was in January. There's still 11 months left. So why would he choose to go at the Royal Rumble? Now we know. I think the bigger headline is him saying that WrestleMania has lost some luster. What? Lost some luster.
He's on fire.
Yeah. Because, bruh, I mean, ever since they stopped relying on the bloodline, just about everything in that company has lost some luster. WrestleMania last year was garbage. And the fact that they had him lose to Logan Paul, maybe that was his way of giving back. I don't know. But, bruh, I have to give this to him.
Flawless victory.
Yeah, because, bruh, he is not wrong. And this WrestleMania is looking to be worse than last year's WrestleMania. This build has been terrible. So to me, AJ Styles got out when he should have. Because, oh my, this is looking so bad. The Royal Rumble's build was bad. Elimination Chamber build has been, it's been okay. But this Royal Rumble, like, they haven't really been focusing on the Royal Rumble at all. I mean, this is how bad it is. They haven't really been focusing on WrestleMania at all, other than the 2 Royal Rumble matches and the 2 Elimination Chamber matches. There's nothing, there's no build whatsoever to WrestleMania. Now, the Elimination Chamber is coming up in a couple days. And that they have all of March and half of April to really build WrestleMania. The rest of all of March and half of April, well, I'm going to say this, all of March, we will see if WrestleMania is going to be any good or not. We will see if WrestleMania is going to be any good or not. Because if they don't start building to it and have a good build to some of these, like they started off on fire with Punk and Roman, but everything else has been lackluster. And we haven't seen Roman since then, so even that's gone downhill. So we shall see, but I think AJ's right. It has lost some of its prestige. It really has. And I think he got out just in time because I think this was going to be really bad. But anyway, to further this along, he also knew that AEW was willing to offer him whatever he wanted. I'm going to assume that's what a substantial offer is. They were going to offer him whatever he wanted. And guess what? And that's probably why we got the shocker of Monday Night Raw. The Hall of Fame. And he's probably going to be either him or Stephanie. One of them two will be the headline of the Hall of Fame. But the fact that he just retired and now he's going to the Hall of Fame, you cannot tell me otherwise that this didn't play a part in AEW. This played a part in keeping him away from AEW. Somebody convince me of something else. You can't. This played a huge part in keeping him away from AEW because he has friends over there. There's so many good matches to make over there now. The man's 48 years old. Can he do the stuff that he did when he first got to WWE? No. Could he do the stuff that he did when he was in Japan? Hell no. In TNA? No. Ring of Honor? No. So we know that he can still put on banger of matches because he had a banger of a match with Shinsuke. He had a banger of a match with Punk. He had a banger of a match with Gunther to go out. So we know that he can still go. But would it be to the level that he would want it? That's the real question. So I think Triple H, Nick Khan, and WWE putting him in the Hall of Fame because to keep him away from AEW. Yes, sir. But this is what he had to say. AJ Styles confirmed he is retired from wrestling as a whole and won't be joining AEW. Everybody wants to say WWE put him in the Hall of Fame so he couldn't go to AEW. Guys, I'm retired from wrestling in the ring. I make my own choices, he said. Now, cool. You say that. But doesn't mean I have to believe it. Because we know you have friends over there. Matt and Nick Jackson are some of your best friends. And we know Gallows and Anderson will follow you over there if you wanted them to. And then you got Kenny Omega. You got Will Ospreay. You know these guys, bro. Majority of those guys in AEW came from Japan. You know these guys. So who wouldn't want to see a matchup of AJ Styles versus Kenny Omega at All In a retirement match for both? Both of them go out at All In. AJ Styles versus Kenny Omega. Sign me up. Sign me up. I love Kenny Omega. Even though he's not what he used to be, neither is AJ Styles, but God dang it. Dang it. I know they both can put on bangers still. The match that Kenny just had with Swerve, banger. The match that AJ just had with Punk, Gunther, and Shinsuke, banger, banger, banger. So you put them both together? Oh, take all my money. Take all my money. You can make it a double retirement match. Let them both just go out on their shield. Everybody wanted to see him and Will Ospreay. I'm not a big fan. Also, if you know me, I'm not a big fan of Will Ospreay. So I really don't care for that. AJ versus Hangman. That would be good. AJ versus Samoa Joe. Take that back to TNA. Take all my money for that one too. Take all my money for that one. To have AJ go back one-on-one, maybe this one could be the same thing with Kenny Omega. A double retirement match. Hell, since he has to stay in AEW because his contract got frozen, y'all remember AJ's first WrestleMania was against Chris Jericho. Y'all remember he lost his first WrestleMania to Chris Jericho. Why not run it back with Chris Jericho? AJ versus MJF. AJ would put on a wrestling clinic, but AJ would get cooked on the mic. I love me a good heel. My favorite heel right now is Ethan Page, but MJF is a very, very, very close second. Take all my money. Take all my money. Swerve. Can't forget about Swerve. AJ versus Swerve. Banger. Because we know Swerve puts on bangers. AJ versus Swerve. Banger. But the match that I would want to see the most, I would want to see the Elite with AJ Styles. Well, I don't want to see this the most. I was just thinking of something on top of my head. The Elite with AJ Styles. So the Bucks with AJ versus any three of the Don Callis family. Take them out the pasture. Just to see them three team up one more time before AJ retires. But the match I want to see the most would be Kenny and AJ. I love Kenny. I love AJ. I've started to rethink my top 5 by trying to figure out a way to get Kenny and AJ in there. Right now, I don't think there's any way. Maybe I'll dump Bret Hart for AJ or Kenny. Probably AJ. I probably dump Bret Hart for AJ. But I cannot. Shawn Michaels is my GOAT, and we both know how Kenny and AJ feel about Shawn Michaels. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin has to be in there. Then I'll put AJ Styles as there. But it would be a toss-up right now between Kenny Omega and Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect. And if y'all don't know nothing about Mr. Perfect, go watch him. Go watch him wrestle, and you'll see why. A lot of the wrestlers that we've interviewed on the Ring Ropes of Turnbuckle podcast have agreed with me. Mr. Perfect deserves his shine and deserves to be in people's top 5. But he doesn't get that shine. So, but he's in too much pain to go through all these matches, these dream matches that us wrestling fans want to see. And I'm sorry, I'm not just a fan of WWE. I'm a wrestling fan, a pro wrestling fan. I can watch WWE. I watch AEW. I watch NWA. I watch TNA. I watch New Japan. I watched GCW. I watch them. I watch MLW. You know what I'm saying? So Hog. I watch Hog Pro Wrestling. So I mean, it's not just WWE. It's all of them, man. I'm a wrestling fan, right? So it would be nice. It would have been nice to see him, go to AEW, but I also understand. And me personally, do I think he needed it? No. Dude's 48 years old. He's proven all he's needed to prove. He's a Grand Slam champion in WWE. He's won the IWGP. He's won the Ring of Honor. He won the TNA. He's won the X Division. I mean, like, he has nothing else left to prove. He's 48 years old. He doesn't have to have it. It's just us wrestling fans just want to see it. But it is what it is at this point. He's gone. He says he's done. And then boom. What do we get? Oh, AJ Styles signs a new contract with the WWE. Oh, you slide dog, you slide dog, you're staying in WWE. Hey, I guarantee you not putting those gloves down at the Royal Rumble, it scared WWE. They wanted to get that contract worked out so you wouldn't go elsewhere. You scared them by doing that. You can't convince me otherwise. Like, when he didn't put those gloves down, it got everybody talking. Oh, AEW's next. AEW's next. He's going to get him a retirement run in AEW because Tony Khan was ready to throw all kinds of ducats at him. Tony Khan was ready to throw all kinds of money at him just to get all his fanboy dream matches out of the way. And guess what? I would have been right there for it. Like, I've already named them all. The one I want to see the most is him and Kenny Omega. That's it. If I could have got another AJ Styles with Kenny Omega match, I'm happy. I'm happy. So, and then we get hit with the reason why. Multiple sources have confirmed that WWE and AJ Styles have come to a new terms on a deal that would officially keep him with the company. The belief among those spoken with is that he will be helping with the development of new talent. Who else would you want around you besides Shawn Michaels, who's already around the new talent, to work with new talent? AJ Styles. Why not? You got now these NXT and these up and comers will have not only just Shawn Michaels, but AJ Styles. Come on, man. It don't get no better than that. WWE is going to start getting a load of young talent because some of them didn't get to grow up watching Shawn Michaels like I did. But a lot of them grew up watching this guy, AJ Styles. So they're going to start getting a plethora of young talent because of AJ Styles. They're going to get some indie talents. Hell, they may even get some guys from AEW to come over just because of AJ Styles. The fact they'll get to work with not only Shawn Michaels, but AJ Styles. Hey, I'm not going to lie. WWE cooked with that one. They cooked with that one. And also, they had to cook with it because if he'd have signed with AEW, it'd have been game over. But now that we know that he's going to be staying with the WWE, working behind the scenes with the young talents, we can put all that talk to bed. AJ Styles is now retired. My hat's off to AJ. Happy retirement to you, sir. One of the GOATs of the game. I think I will officially remove Bret Hart out of my top 5 and add in the career and the achievements of none other than AJ Styles. AJ Styles definitely belongs in that elite class of wrestlers that, that we got to watch, So shout out to AJ Styles, Uncle Alan, like they like to call him, Uncle Alan. Happy retirement to you, sir. I appreciate everything you've done for professional wrestling as a whole, from TNA to Ring of Honor to New Japan to WWE. Like, no matter where you've gone, you showed up and showed out. And for that, I appreciate you. I appreciate everything that you've done. So where does WWE go from here? Guess one will only find out. Again, happy Black History Month to everybody. Tune in Friday. Tune in at 8:30 p.m. Central, 9:30 p.m. Eastern for a special edition of Ring Ropes and Turnbuckles Black History Month Live. It's the State of Professional Wrestling Black History Month edition. It's just going to be me and him. No guests. Just me and the homie Bars. So, again, thank you guys for joining. I appreciate each and every person for keeping up with your boy DarkwingDubb. I'm trying my best to stay consistent. I got another topic I'm going to be talking about here in a few days. Be on the lookout for that. I still got to finish out my top shooting guards of all time list. I got that up and ready to go. So I got some content ready to drop for y'all, man. Pro wrestling and sports, that's what I do. And I'm gonna have a boxing one coming up pretty soon. Y'all know I love boxing. I'm going to have a boxing one coming up. Do we want to see Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia? Or do we want to see Devin Haney versus Shakur Stevenson? Or do we want to see Ryan Garcia versus Shakur Stevenson? Or do we want to see someone else? I'll tell you what I think. Be on the lookout for that. Y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button so y'all can so y'all can watch these when they come out. So y'all can see what I think, your boy thinks. Also, don't forget, down here, find me on Instagram, TikTok. You already found me on the tubes. If you don't want to watch, y'all can listen. Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. I am putting this show and many others on the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast channel on Spotify, which will also load to Apple Music, Amazon Music, and iHeartRadio. Y'all subscribe to all those so y'all can keep up with your boy DarkwingDubb and the Ring Ropes and Turnbuckle podcast. Until next time, your boy DarkwingDubb is out. Hit that like and subscribe button, please, and thank you.